this is the way we go to get the goods. What? Hill 2. And look at the shoes I have on. Like this, I did not come prepared for this, as usual. Woo! All right, guys, it's your girl Philomena, and I'm back with another edition of Real Talk with Philomena. And the last time we did it, we got some information, interview style, and then we got into the nitty gritty. And today we are with... I am not going to be great. Wait, what? She is great. She is great. What? Okay. My friend Rochelle, who's also an amazing businesswoman. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I tag her literally once a week because I'm always messaging her like, as soon as this comes out, make sure you hold one for me. So Rochelle, tell the people who you are. How did you start the Elle Foodie? How did this whole thing start happening?
Thank you, Philomena, for having me on your show. Hi, everyone. Wow. Okay, so my business name is actually Elle Foodie, and because I'm a foodie. So actually, the business started just from my passion for food, arts, nature, so things I'm passionate about. Just trying to work them together and see how I feel about it, a way to express myself, basically. And then I got involved with like women or different actors, just working with them. And it got bigger than me, you know. So now it's this whole thing where I'm more aware of the environment.
Right.
I know the impact that we have, how we contribute directly to the upkeep of it. So I'm more keen in pursuing that direction and that aspect of it. So yeah, Elle Foodie, we make everything from material that we source locally. So that is how we promote African things, and get ourselves to just embrace what we have.
Exactly.
You know,
because there's so much that we have as not only a country, a continent, and you and the ladies that you work with make it look so good. I always tell her her Instagram looks like out of a Pinterest board, and those things are very hard to come by in a place like Liberia. And funny enough, when I first got introduced to you, I think I bought a lot of stuff.
Yes. Like you saw every earring that
all
has
the
earrings. So
we reached a serious part. I have all of them. Except for the yellow one because I gave that to somebody. So I will get it back, no worries.
Yes. So I love our earrings. They're so light and colorful. I like to add color to whatever it is that I'm wearing. Just something that how I feel is how I dress.
Earrings, I'm always wearing them. The heart bowls, the chopping boards, the pineapple chopping board.
Love this.
Coconut cups.
These are coconut shot. They're my favorite.
I utilize these as well.
So these are made from small coconut. So we have a whole lot of small size coconut, not like the large one that you see internationally. So how do we make use of the sizes that we have? I thought about doing it into shots because it's not big enough for a bowl. But very interesting, sitting on the beach, drinking tequila shots or whatever it is, or a cup of cappuccino from it, that would be great.
So when did the company start? When did you start doing all of this?
Okay, so a few years ago, like 2018. So mostly was just posting of food, things that I like to eat, and then how I present food. For me, it's not just about how it tastes, but I love how it looks.
Yes, presentation is very important for you.
Yes, I love
Follow her, you guys.
So and then people will reach out to me like, "Oh, do you sell this food?" I'm like, "No, it's not the food. You know, I sell the items that the food is in. You know." And then I was like, "Okay, I think I need to change my approach on how I post, so that people are not confused that it's just a food thing.
Right.
We love food over here, but it's also bigger than just food.
Yes.
So I think the first time I took a leap was when Tariq, the owner of Liberian, was so kind. I have he's also a creative person, and I expressed to him like, oh, I want to do something, but I don't know what. Right now it's like I have all these coconut bowls and things that I'm making, but I need people to get in touch with me.
Right.
And he was so gracious. He offered me his space. That was the first time Elle Foodie did something, just not online, but in person.
Like
we
a
got
pop-up.
We got to interact with some amazing people, and people got to know about our brand. And it was like, oh, so this is a good thing, meaning, because I was trying to, is it something that is making impact in Nigeria? because it's like, oh no, all these things Liberians don't like it.
Right.
But no,
They do.
I'm starting to see a shift. So I don't just get orders from expats or foreigner anymore. Liberians actually now seek us out to order stuff. So that's a major step. Eggs. This one, I love to have a tote with me all of the time because I'm always moving around with something. I don't know what, but there's always something with me. And I added these marks to it because we have 16 tribes in Liberia, and they all have a unique marks for each of the tribes. So each tote comes with an added marks just to give it a feel of being connected to Liberia. So if you pick it up, you know that this is unique to us.
A Liberian girl making a great product, but also impacting the community because these items are sourced here.
Yes.
You're buying the materials, and then you're having the young women make the items here, and I think that's very important. We're not sending things out to China.
Yes.
You know, it's not factory. I know a lot of people judge me on this show about, oh, that Liberia is behind, but I also think that's kind of like the uniqueness of Liberia.
Exactly.
Like the industrialization obviously was damaged during the war, but I love to see how things are made by hand.
Yes, and I think that's one of it might sound like a disadvantage, but I think it's an advantage for us because now we have this whole empty slate that we could just build what we want and be unique about ourselves and let people get in touch with us Liberians. Like we have a certain flair on everything,
Right.
So from the way we dress to how we speak, it's so unique.
Yes.
Like you won't see any other person talk the way we talk.
You sure won't.
And for us at Elle Foodie, it's more about community impact. So long term, I'm not just thinking of working with like isolated women. No, is doing a practical approach, making sure that people who have a lot of is unfortunate, but this is the reality. A lot of our population is uneducated and not having a means to provide for themselves.
Right.
So craft, I feel like it's an easy way that you can support yourself. You don't need a formal education to earn an income.
You don't need certification or anything.
Yes. So for me, what I'm looking at long term is to create this hub that we have everyone come together, learn how to do these things, and be able to earn an income for yourself. We sell it out there. People get to know you personally as the maker.
Right.
And then we also benefit. We're impacting the earth. You have some money in your pocket. We're not an NGO. We are definitely for profit.
Noted.
Yes, definitely for profit. This is not an NGO. So I just feel overall we're getting there.
Yes.
It's taking time, but yes, definitely we've been making some progress.
I love it. I love sitting here with you today. I'm excited to show them. So tell everyone what we're going to be doing today.
Yes, so today I'm at my favorite lady place. Her name is Manu. I call she's my favorite person because she's so tolerant of all my ideas and trying to work with me create them. So we're going to go through one of the main material we use is the raffia.
Okay.
So we're going to go through how it's made, from the fixing of the material, dyeing to braiding the basket, at least, so that people see how much time and effort goes into this thing. So it's like if you have this thing and someone is selling it at this price, think about it. Think about how many hours did someone put into just making you this item that is so unique. There's no way you can have two of the exact same thing. Right. And you're going to have fun watching this episode.
You're going to have fun. So stay tuned. It's going to be fun. I don't think I'll be doing anything today because, I tend to mess things up. So I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do, but stay tuned. It's going to be a good one.
Thank you, Philomena. So this is Manoa. She's one of the weavers that I work with, and she's from Lofa County, where they have tabagi. I like that. I like to eat that food. It's my favorite Liberian dish. So Manoa is going to be taking us through how she makes the material and how we go from this thing here, which is the plant, for the raffia material. So she's going to go and explain what this is, the actual name of it. I don't do the braiding, so I'm going to let her take this braid. So Manoa, please, this is oil.
Brush is what we cut from the middle. This is the younger one from the middle. So as we cut it, we brush it out. We brush it out. Take it out. We keep taking it out. And we do the brushing out and paint it.
And I think for basket making, Manuel, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the only part of the material of the plant that you use.
Yes,
Because
yes.
it's soft, you
It's
can work
soft
with it.
and it full in any direction. It stick together when you are holding it up. So you have to shake it and hold it one by one on a part. You make it even. This is even. This is where you will take the rope from the straw. This is the rope on the raffia. And this rope, if you leave it so, it will roll. It will not turn flat. So you need to fold it. You will fold it. It's what you place it under the sun. You put this under the sun and the sun will make it dry. It's dry. For now, this is dry. So this is the real material now to use. This is ready to use. Add it to it. You need to sew proper. You have hot water. Add a little to it. Use the tap.
Okay, so she's gonna bring through the dryer and the finished product for this one. This is the straw. It's needed for making up the basket. It gives it the firmness and the form that it needs. And Manoa, wow, that looks great. You know, in other markets that are developed where there's a hub for artists, people have their own function of the jobs. So for these materials, you have somebody that's sole responsibility is to source this material, get it to this level, and then someone like Manoa who does the plaiting or the weaving, her job is just buy from them and then starts to weave. But for her, she needs to go through the entire process. Sourcing it from how you saw it raw, meaning she's going to the swamp to get the material, and it's in a tree, like a palm tree. She needs someone to clean, to climb, do the cutting, and then she comes and do all of this process. So this is how it is looking raw, and one is dry by the sun. This is how it looks. So this is ready for braiding and paired with any of the colors you see there. So this is the straw, and the colorful one is the rope. So all from the same material, just how she showed earlier.
You just take it and add it together, and then sew it. This is a direct sewing.
Okay, so this is the technique that you just feed the straw and braid it directly. So if you're using this technique, it gives you a different form, and you see how it is shaped because the grass is more firmer, but it's so light, even though it is not wrapped, but it's very durable. So from this kind of technique, this is how the finished product looks like. It looks like weaving, but this is done by sewing and then just wrapped with color. It's done so differently and it's so unique to us. And if you go to other countries, other African countries, we all have our baskets, we have our weaving, and you see how unique it is. So for Liberia, it's like what she's showing now is the wrapping. So she wraps the rope on the straw, and then once she's done wrapping it, she can make it into a form, whatever it is that she wants to make, whether it's a basket or fan or just about anything, earrings, anything you can imagine you can make with this material. So from the rope you can get stuff made like the wall hangers, or you could use it as a center table, beam, or whatever it is that you want to use it for. But the wrapping comes in handy for such weaving, because you can add color and style to it. So you can see these baskets right here. These baskets are done from the wrapping, because you have various colors, and this one is the plain one. So just ways that you can play around with it depending on what shape you want, what kind of color you're going for.